Simon, ahead of our FA Trophy match with Dover this weekend, just how much of a worry is our recent run of form?
Well, now we're on Friday evening, we've got to look forward to playing a different competition tomorrow and trying to get the win and restore that confidence. To be honest, the performances haven't been too bad, but obviously you do worry if you care. And what we tried to do in training is work on the parts of our game where we've come a little bit unstuck recently, which is by and large defensively, although we do need to be a little bit more productive in the final third too.
You mentioned the performances being good. At what point does it become solely about the result?
Well, round about now, really. We're really keen on getting positive results, and you work on the processes involved, and with ultimately the job to do in the end of getting wins. And the possession side's good, but we've got to do it with a bit more purpose, a bit more cutting edge. So we've worked on that in the latter part of the week, and early on in the weekend we backed it up again today in Maidstone is making sure we defend set pieces properly, make sure we defend properly in emergency situations and back each other up.
And our last 5 results have all been a result of late goals inside the last 10 minutes. Just how much is that related to fitness, if at all?
Well, I don't see how you can become a very fit team and known to be one of the fittest and finishing with a flurry to an unfit team, because we've been training very consistently with the same methods throughout the season. So I think it's just maybe a little dip in confidence in some areas of the team, but what we tried to do is not be too damning with our verdict on individuals, but make sure we sharpen it all up and really remind people of their roles, remind people how to defend in certain areas.
We've seen a change of formation recently as well, going to a midfield 3. Has that worked in a way you've wanted it to?
Well, we've always either been one of 2 systems, so don't be surprised if we switch back again, but it's a case of utilising the squad and looking at players who've come into it, and deservedly so, and how we evolve as a team. And I think we've probably had more possession in really good areas than early on in the season. If you just look at the outcome, then you chop and change all the time, and we haven't done that. But now we want to press on with what we've worked on in training, and hopefully we can see all the work will come into fruition.
And what effect has this had on you personally as a manager, obviously wanting to get the right results but not seeing that happen out there on the pitch? Well,
you're disappointed when you don't get the outcome that either you think the lads deserve, or you think that, fallen a bit short recently. So if you're honest, I like to think I am, then you've got to work even harder and try to maximise the strength of the squad. But also you've got to have that balance and be realistic at times, and beat yourself up to a point, but then go out and work hard.
Squad-wise, there's been a lot of talk about signing a left-back recently. You've mentioned it yourself a few times. Just what's being done to make sure we can get the right player in?
Well, a lot. We've been watching a lot of games, and we've been making a lot of phone calls and contacting a lot of people in the game that are good contacts for ourselves, and they're proven good contacts in the past. But the pool of players isn't as big as what you'd probably envisage. The transfer window exists for a month for higher level clubs, so one up from us, English Football League, they've got a month to bring in their own players, and there's certain players that are circulated but they're not actually available until they ship 1 or 2 out themselves or bring them in. So it's a game of patience, and it may happen next week. We've got almost a green light today for someone to come in next week. So it's up to the lads that have got the shirt anyway tomorrow to make the most of it.
And the ones who have got the shirt, are you tempted to make a couple of changes to the starting lineup with the likes of Aaron Williams knocking on the door from the subs bench?
Well, certainly it's something we've looked at in training. Not just him, but other players, and they come into focus even more, don't they, when we don't quite get over the line results wise. But I think Michael Woods has been really good in training, and so he's put pressure on those midfielders, and Aaron Williams has shown a good touch in front of goal, as we know that he has. But it is the challenge to displace someone in the starting lineup, and forward wise I think Mark Beck's come into really good form, really affected the game, so you've got to be fair to those who've done well, but also mindful that these bring different strengths as well, and I think the challenge has been to those who haven't been playing to to aim to be one of the top 3 players in training each day, and I think Lloyd Kerry was that probably for 3 months, day to day, and he's taken his chance.
Thank you.
Thank you.